So let's go ahead and plug in all of the information. No, that's not working. Okay, volume equals length times width times height. And like we said, the length was 6, the width was 3, and the height was 3. So volume equals 6 times 3 times 3. Volume equals, our base layer has 18 cubes in it, and we have 3 layers. So now we're going to do 18 times 3. 10 times 3 is 30. 8 times 3 is 24. 30 plus 24 is 54 cubic units. All right, so we have 54 of these cubes in this shape. And we can use the formula to figure that out, even though we can't see many of the cubes. All right, how many layers would it take of this base to build a figure with 60 cubic units? All right, so first thing we need to find out is what the dimensions are. Once again, this is 3 and 2. So our base layer is, we're trying to find the base layer. Our base layer is length times width, right? So our base on this one is 3 times 2. So our base on this is 6, and you can tell that because you can count that there's 6 cubes right there. So how many layers would we need in order to make 60? So we're going to plug in 60 as our volume, 6 as our base, and what we don't know is our height. We're going to put the box. Once again, the box shows us. That's the part we don't know. So 6 times something equals 60. If you know your tens facts, you know 6 times 10 equals 50, so your height is equal to 10. So we would need 10 layers of this 6 cube base to make a volume rectangular prism of 60 cubic units. All right, so let's take a look at another one. What is the following volume if the following base is, or what is the volume if the following base is used to build a prism with a height of 8? All right, so we have our base. All right, so our base is, just like our area, our base is our length times our width. So our base on this one is 2 times 2. Obviously, even if you counted it, the base is 4. So we're going to try and figure out volume equals base times height. All right, so we need volume equals, we're going to take 4 times, and our height would be 8. So we're just replacing height with 8. We already found that b equals 4. That's why we replace b with 4. Volume equals base times height. So we take this one layer of our base, stack it 8 times, and that would take 32 cubic units to create a prism that is 8 layers high with a base of 4. You'd have 32 cubes in all. All right, and then finally, the following shows the height or the number of layers a prism has. How many are on each layer if the total volume is 20 cubic units? All right, so we have the volume this time. We have the volume this time. And the following shows the height. So we have the height as well. So if we're organizing our information, we don't have the base, we have the height, and we have the volume. The volume is 20. The base layer, let's see, the following shows the height. So base layer is the part we don't know, and the height is the part that we do know. So volume, let me do it over here. Volume equals base times height. Our volume is 20. Our base we don't know times our height of 8. So this one's going to actually be a little bit weird. Because, oh, where did I get 8 from? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, there's no 8 on here. The following shows the height of the number, so the height was 4. So what times 4 is 20? Sorry, Mr. Johnson makes mistakes too. 5. So our base layer equaled 5. So just plug them in what you know, and find out what